And we're off. I got out my most mint julep looking guitar. That's another, I kind of associate that with the Kentucky Derby. Dead Flowers, right? In your silk upholstered chair, born Kentucky Derby Day. Oh, I hope you don't see me in my ragged company. I love that song. They do a live version that I think is one of my favorite versions, even better than the studio version. They really, they get an extra hee-haw-y with it. You know, hey, speaking of hee-haw-y-ish, did you see Carrie Underwood do Ozzy, Mama, I'm Coming Home on Stern? He's down in Miami. She came into the studio and did the tune. They killed it. They crushed it. I was like, damn, that sounds good. That sounds really good. You know, his live studio performance, man, they got the audio down. I thought that sounded amazing. And at one point, he had them do just the harmonies. You know, I'm coming home. You know, all that stuff. A cappella. And damn, did they sound good. So who do we got here in my old chat group? We got Graphite and Cigars. Fretless said, John Gregory. We got Proto. We got R2R3. We got Wendell, Yeti, Motzi, Frank, Ben Coombs, John Gregory, Gary Davlin. What's up, buddy? Did you see? I'm calling it the Fruity Pebble Glow Pick. I have to admit, that one looks good. Surf Me, Pete Brown, Ferd Burfel. Keep me out of the marketing team. It's the Glow Fruity Pebble. John Gregory, Vince Larudi. We got BC Rich, we got Kendall, we got Frank, we got Speaker. What's up, Speaker? Is that for my speaker? As a matter of fact, it is. Devil our guitar, Tony Howe. We got Tim, we got Vamps, Michael. We got Matt, Pete, David, Frank, Brian, Steve, John, Daniel, Rob, Jimmy Ray, Barney, Seth, Zach, Ted, James, and we're done. And Franz, and Retro Puffer. And it's not official until Majestic PB and J Cat. We'll just say Majestic PB and J Cat. I'm just playing the percentages on that one. There we go. Yeah, I've had this one 2016, right? Can't believe it. Has it been 7 years since I got this guitar? March of 2016. I love the story when you bought that Guitar Center. Yeah, I had bought a Les Paul in like Cherry Burst. And I got a notification that it was in. And I was like, okay. So I went out to Natick. And I think I might have been there with my son. And I don't know, that Les Paul, just what, compared to my Les Paul Classic, the neck was different. I forget that was. That might have been a traditional, like, Pro or something. Maybe a traditional Pro 2 or Pro 3. I feel like it was a Cherry Sunburst, but I don't know. Just playing it for a couple of minutes, I did not care for the neck. I just did not gel with that guitar. In fact, my hand was getting a little crampy playing it. And I was like, well, that's not a good sign. And I picked this exact guitar up. And I was like, damn, I love this guitar. And I remember plugging it in and just playing it. And I was like, man, I really like the sound of this guitar and how it plays. And I just get that. Talk about a complete left turn from getting a Les Paul. Now, here I was, I went in there to get a Gibson, to get a Les Paul. And here I am buying another Fender. And so what I wound up doing was putting like, I want to say like $400 off of that guitar return and store credit on this guitar. And then my wife picked up the rest of it as a birthday present. I think I owed like, I think with tax, not with shipping, but with tax, I think it was like around 15, right? It was like, I want to say $13.50 for the guitar, but you had to buy it with a case. It was $14.50, I want to say. But this has the twisted telly pickups in it, which are custom shop. You can really hear the custom. I think that's. I think my little scratchy. Might have to. 7 years. I think it's developing a little scratch. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, it's out, huh? Exactly, some deoxin. What's up, Gary? RJ? guitars. This is my American Standard. Pretty standard. My American Standard Tele from 2016 with the solid rosewood neck, because they were like, "Yo, you putting a band on rosewood? Okay, let's go to completely solid rosewood neck." And that's what they did. I'm blowing up the body color in that, but the neck is good. It's you can see it's got the skunk stripe. It's a one piecer. It's a one piecer. Neck and fretboard are intermelded as a single piece of wood, no separate fretboard. Thought you'd be playing the Gibson with the picture and like, I almost did. I really did come that close to playing like the SG or the Les Paul, but at the end of the day, I think those are both black guitars. I wanted something a little more spring-like. Spring has finally sprung around here after 2 weeks of below normal temps and rain. Exactly. Intermelded. Exactly. Thank you. Simple lines weaving in an unholy scissoring. Exactly. It's the Aftermint. It's the Aftermint Tele. What's that? Is it After Dinner Mint? Is it what's the brand? Is it 8 o'clock? No, that's the coffee. There is a mint, a small bar mint. That's a genuine sort of thing. Andy's After 8. I knew it was something with 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, it's not After 8. That's coffee. No, you're right. Andy's After 8s. That's it. Yeah. Call it Andy After 8. No, I don't name my guitars. Yeah, and that's the Eert. Which I have to say, of all the discount brands, I think Eert's the best one. I think they show up in the most playable condition, with the best sort of sound and specs, like right out of the, not have to work on them, Steve, what make is my Fender Stratocaster guitar? Is this a trick question? By the way, are you aware that Fender has said there's only 4 more days of ordering rosewood necks on a Mod Shop order guitar? Really? Get them now. The only thing I don't like is I'm not crazy about the laser etch. I kind of wish that, kind of feels like a cheap way out. The problem is, I guess, because rosewood is so oily, it's hard to get the decal to stick. So they opted against the decal. You can really hear that gate. Damn it. But you know what? If I turn the gate off, because with the single coils, it's... Look, it's my BFF. Quentin. Steve, thoughts on AI taking over the music industry? I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords and hope they can simply have mercy on me and my family. But mostly me. Yep, even EVH. Well, thanks, Buzz. Hey, Buzz, did you hit the did you happen to hit the Dallas show? I am missing it. It is prom weekend though, so my son had his prom, so there's no way I could go because I had a, you know, there's a lot of photos. It's a big photo shoot. Probably gonna go tomorrow. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine. He just went out of the blue. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh my God, he's at Dallas. Look at you go," because he's from around here. So that's quite a, you know, unless he was down there for business. But that is one of my favorite shows. I have the window open. It's gorgeous out here. We had like 2 weeks of cold and wet, and it finally broke like yesterday afternoon. Just in time that those kids could go down on the common and actually have their photos taken, you know. They're so lucky because it had been raining. It had been rainy and crappy for the prior week. Yeah, the problem is always, you know, and you know what? I got to say that the school kind of really does it right. They everybody meets up down at the common for photos and everything, and then they have buses. You don't get to take like your own limo like we did. Too much trouble. Too many kids showing up and driving their own cars to the prom and just driving to the prom. Nope, you can't go to the prom unless you're on the bus. So you have to go meet at the common, get on the bus. They have like these chartered buses. They take everybody to the... and the event was actually the same place I had mine. Friggin' almost 40 years ago. Literally the same venue. So still going strong. Our prom song was "One More Night" by Phil Collins. One more night. I can't play it. Nice weather here west of Toronto. Seaport Hotel. No, Seaport. That Seaport wasn't. Seaport was a friggin'. I think the Seaport's been was a like a dumping ground for years, right? That's like filled in area. Well, thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. What do you think of the Kirk Hammett Greeny Les Paul Standards? I was going to go try one, but the Jordan Cordy review sort of put me out. I haven't seen any reviews on it. How much is it? I'm assuming because it's a Greeny and it's a sort of a custom. Is it a custom shop? It sounds expensive. Got talk, never made it to your prom. Prom song was wonderful tonight. There you go. Exactly. Seaport was a parking lot. 3K. I think there's a 4K Greeny. Around 3,200 USD. Well, 3,200 is not too bad. That's closer to $3,000 than 3,500. You know. Yeah, it's not, so you're gonna pay a little bit extra for the. Are they? So is it the wiring and the pickups? Because I mean, obviously, you're not going to be getting at that money. That's not like Murphy shop or anything. That's not. It doesn't sound custom shop. That sounds production model, but special. Kind of like what the Slash is, like a special production model. Oh, God, that is good. Shadows on the trail. Little cowboys. On the other cowboys. I'm in the bunkhouse now. So laid here, but helping a 9-year-old daughter with a school project. Oh my God. Dude, so many times I've been there. Now I can't be of help. My kid's in calculus and I'm way past my pay grade. Yeah, Caesar's taking over Gibson. Yeah, let's talk about that. That is the story du jour. Gibson, new CEO. Thing is like, you don't have to go back too far for this story. I feel like it's deja vu all over again. But this is what the Google spits back when you type in Gibson new CEO. Caesar. And the news, Premier Guitar, Newswire, Guitar Wild, of course, the Tennessean, which is, there's a place to go. No. Ed Sheeran won his case. You saw that, right? See, you can't close this. What's wrong with you? Look at that. Nothing. Thing is, I have a blocker. It can't run. Oh, you know what else? I've killed JavaScript on this page. We are. Cesar, help me with this, people. Someone phonetically put that in the. How do you pronounce? Somebody help me with this. Geikian? Goikian? I don't know. You know, Curly was a lot easier. But he's exited his role. That's so crazy. James Curley, we hardly... Let's give a salute for James. James Curley, we hardly knew ye. But now you're gone. And we have a new CEO. Cesar, they're saying Getkin or Getkin. Goatkin? Goatkin? I'm just going to call him Cesar. Cesar. Let's just call him the new guy. Welcome, new guy. I really wish you had a more pronounceable name, because you're making the announcement of your appointment very difficult. Anyway, do they show him? No, it's not going to work. I have JavaScript turned off on that page. Exactly. We'll call him Caesar Salad. Listen, I got nothing. Exactly. You won't get fooled again. Meet the new boss. Same as the old boss. Exactly, the pick scrapes. Make the whole thing. It's a study in pick scrapes. You know, when you get into advanced pick scraping, it's one of the major case studies. Aljon Go. There's our insider right there. You can tell us. We were just saying, James Curley, we hardly knew ye. Although it's been 5 years, right? 5 years. It's not like it's been a year or two. It's literally been 5 years. Boy, time is flying. You know what it is? Pandemic sort of like, there's just a big old hole in activity. You're like, it feels like it's not that long ago because I did so little for such a long period of time. Who's not going to tour the U.S.? I went on their final tour in like '89. Exactly. Replaced by Caesar Salad. the life of a CEO is 5 to 7 years. Oh, I'll never forget. My wife's company got picked up. The CEO left. They brought in this young dude who immediately sold the company to this much bigger company. And just basically golden parachuted out of there with like probably 8 figures. I was like, you know, it's nice work if you can get it. Aljan says 5 years, good times. JC is a great mentor and human being. Listen to any of his TED Talks. Oh, sure. Forgot about how much I love this guitar. Neck on that is, but yeah, you should get the rosewood. Hold on, I'm whacking the microphone here. You see, I believe what the French call chocolat. In case I'm ever trapped in French. Bonjour, chocolat? You have to know the crisis words. Caesar's also a very good leader and happy to contribute to the company. I feel like he's been there a while, right? I feel like that name's been around for a while. Maybe it could be multiples, could be a different guy, but I feel like he's been there quite a while. I do like this guitar. It's the pickups. It's the Twisted Telly pickups. They sound real good. What else? Who won the Kentucky Derby? I was just about to watch it and then I got sidetracked, missed it, and then I had to come on here. So who won? Was it Twisted Telly? Did Twisted Telly win? It's as good a name as any. And was the horse? Did the horse make it without being euthanized? Oh man, one of the dudes on talk radio this week, he was just brutal, just vicious. He's like, no, you know. Well, we killed, what was it 4 horses? I'd say it's nothing. Listen, once in a while you got to shoot a horse. It happens. Where's the good? We get the good bolt gun. But I'm telling you, you shoot a few horses, starts wearing you down a little bit. Just absolutely brutal. They're like, boy, you're just ruining everything. He goes, no, it's great. No, it's great. No, kill more of them. And I think his whole point is they just get treated like a commodity, and you know, once their useful life is over and they're not winning you any more money, that they're quickly sort of. Oh, and what he's really talking about was they break legs, and there's no recovering from that. Pretty much what's the prognosis from a broken leg? It's a bolt to the forehead. 2 horses. Yeah, see? Graphite cigars. 2 horses were put down today and 7 were put down total. I mean, you know, the guy kind of had a point. You know? It was Mage, okay? Sadly, Mage broke his leg trotting around and, you know, trotting around with the wreath. He broke his leg and they had to euthanize him on the track. Now, that would be like a Family Guy skit, right? They just basically, the horses break their legs nonstop and they just keep killing every horse because, you know, that's what they do. So even when the horse wins, they just kill it. They're like, what? It's a horse. They said the horse is the McDonald's. Yeah, it's funny because they were talking about they went out to a Chinese restaurant. This dude, when he was a kid with his mother, and he orders like the hamburger and fries. And at a Chinese restaurant, he's like 10. And out come the food and his hamburger and his fries. She goes, you like the fries? He goes, yeah. She goes, they taste good? He goes, yeah. He goes, they taste like McDonald's? He goes, they kind of do. She goes, yeah, there's a McDonald's next door. They made him the burger, but they got those fries at the McDonald's next door and just threw them on the plate. She recognized him instantly. I think there was a skit like that in a TV show. Horse is winning, right? Then falls down. Then the other horse wins, and in the distance you hear a gunshot. How's that other horse doing? Maybe not so. Maybe not so great. Oh. Soylent Green is people. It's people. So, I do have some news on the trailer. I have not done a ton of work on the trailer because, as anyone from this area knows, it's been raining a lot. So, haven't been able to do a ton of work on the trailer, but I did some work. Let me see if I can find like a before and after. Yeah. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. A little bit later. Yeah, there it is. That's it. Yeah. Get rid of that. Okay, so we did have enough little bit of time that I worked on the wheel wells a little bit. So that's the before. As you can see, it's quite rusty and pitted. And then let me just find the other one because it's not right there. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah. And there's the after. And that black is what happens when you put this stuff on it that looks white. It kind of goes on like I don't know, like buttermilk, kind of like it goes on like a very thin hand cream or something, right? And it turns it black. It converts the iron oxide to magnetite, which is a type of iron ore. And then I'll prime this. I'll prime it, and then I will painted actually too. So 3 chemical treatments: a rust reformer, followed by a primer, followed by a top coat. Should be pretty good. But I have some other news. When I was doing that work and I pulled the wheel off, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if we have the eyes of perception here. I don't know if we talked about this. We might have talked about this. Maybe we didn't. But anybody notice? Anybody notice any letters in that hubcap? Something I didn't notice right away. Yeah, I got to pack the bearings too. Yeah, I'll pull the bearings out, run them through a packer. Anybody notice anything? Anything sticking out at you? Like if you looked real hard, could you make out some letters? I'm staring at it. I'm going, mugger. That is a Ford hubcap, and not just any Ford hubcap. That is of the dog dish variety of hubcaps made by Ford. And of the dog dish variety hubcaps made by Ford, it's the bottle cap. And the bottle cap dog dish hubcap was available on the 1960 to 1963 Ford Falcon or the 1960 to 1963 Ford Econoline van. So, yeah. Apparently, the wheels, at the very least, are Ford. And let me show you what I did with the, I don't know if I have a before. Do I have a before? Not really. Maybe kind of. Yeah, like right here. So here's the before. You can see it's kind of rusty. Right? And here it is. Let me see if I can get it after it's done. Here it is after. You know that? With the rust reformer. And so what I'll do with that is I'll throw a little primer on it, a little bit of glossy top coat, and those hubcaps are actually available in chrome for about $40 a hubcap off of eBay. Maybe I'll go black on the wheels, put the chrome hubcaps on. Exactly. Steve, they are identical. They were only available on the 1960 to 1963 Ford Falcon. You see, this one rides up on the side, not so much. I also pulled the front off, completely chemically treated that, and did the primer. We're getting there. But, it's got a little PD going on there. And it's not nearly that long, that tongue. That goes to show you the power of a widescreen lens. Because I took 2 shots, and I'll show you the one that's way more accurate as to what it looks like. Right there. Well, we're getting there. They have a pill for that. No, trust me, I see the ads nonstop. Positive traction. And what is positive traction? It's a limited slip differential. Dumbass. Anyone in Alabama who's been stuck in the mud knows. One tire spins, the other tire does nothing. New guitar day. Finally got an Explorer. LB, not a Gibson. Got a Hamer. Well, don't do nothing wrong with a Hamer Explorer. Hamer Explorers are good. Don't feel bad about owning a Hamer. Any other brand, very bad about owning that. But not Hamer. You're good. Oh, man. It's going to be good when it's done, man. I'm getting there. I probably don't have to put tires on it, but I probably will, just because it feels like I should, because I know the guy before me didn't really do much to it. But I tell you, I was wheeling it around the yard the other day, and man, that thing glides. The thing's great. I can't wait to, once it's all done, get the wood on it. Another shot of it there. Get it all done. It's been covered up in tarps for the last week because, as you can see on the ground, these stupid things falling out of the friggin' tree. They would have been absolutely drenched in them, so I had it covered in tarps and then just blew it off the tarp and then blew everything out. God, what a friggin' nightmare that friggin' maple is. God. You think I should pull a trigger on a Vola Oz? I do, but I don't know if I should give away secrets, but hold up on that one, dude. Give it a little bit. I have a feeling, and I'm not privy to anything, but Vola might be making an announcement in the coming months. An announcement that would be to your benefit. Well, hold up. He was the guy who did the Fender's drunk. Well, I think what happened is they hit it. Guy hit the fender there, and you can see he pulled it off. Right? See that? Guy whacked it. So what I'm going to do is, you see that? See how he pulled it off here, right? He hits it here, and it pulls it off. They're actually don't look as curved as they do here. It's the lens of the camera. But I'll get on the inside, and I'll just tap a screw through and tap of that thing right in and just pull this in, and that should straighten that out, enough. It's not a beauty contest. Remember, it's not a beauty truck. It's a utility truck. Trailer. It's not a beauty trailer. It's a utility trailer. These marks were made by 1963 Pontiac Tempest. No, there's more. SFB Vola coming? I don't think so, but I think Vola's got to be. They're, I think, going to be switching their lineup up, and they're going to be doing some different things. And you might want to just keep your powder dry. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think it's going to be very soon. So it's not like I'm asking you to wait like a year or 6 months even. I think it's going to be like within the coming months. It's a beauty trailer compared to the first day you got it. Oh, dude, wait till it's done. It's going to be like a friggin', going to be like night and day compared to what it looked like when I got it. And the thing is, like, my father-in-law said the same thing. He says, how does it even get this bad? Like, who just, like, can let that sit there and not even paint it? You know? I mean, where's the picture of it? You know, like, can't even, like, throw a coat of paint on it. It's oh yeah, my dad's new Benz. It's a step in the right direction. He was all hot on buying some friggin' ridiculously expensive caddy, and I think they put him off again. And so he said, "I'm just gonna go out and get this like nice Benz wagon," which he friggin' loves. You know why he got that speaker? Because our mutual friend, our buddy. Remember when you came over the house? We were in the driveway. And you showed up on the bike. Our buddy there, he got one. And my dad was just like, huh, I forgot how awesome these these Benz wagons are. All right, that's what it showed up like. You know? I mean, come on. It's getting there, bro. It's getting there. You know, wait till I have the flames on it. Wait till I have all the decals on it. You know, I have the four members of, you know, Kiss, or we'll do something. It's the Kiss-mobile. We'll do something. Wait till I get the chains chromed. Don't laugh. I don't even think I'm going to use those, because I do want chrome chains, because everything else is going to be black, right? So like you just have to imagine this gloss black with a matte black boards and all the chrome, right? All the chrome chains. Oh yeah. Oh, it's all chrome. It's all chrome these days. It's all ball bearings. Get it wrapped. Yeah, now there you go. Oh my God, Ogre Lord, LED screens with this space available. Now you're talking. Paint it like Reggae Kiss. Now we have some good ideas here. But the craziest thing is that, you know, do I have a picture? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So the guy who had it before me, the floor was rotting out. You can see that there's the underneath floor. There's the new floor starting right there. There's the underneath floor. And it's like at the edge here. He just throws this piece over it and like screws it down. And I'm like, oh, how could you even, I couldn't even look at that for like a day. I couldn't get this whole thing destroyed and apart and in pieces fast enough. Like, who can even live like that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like just this, let me see if I can get a, yeah. There it is. I'm starting to tear it apart. You can see all the crumblies down at the bottom, and I'm pulling everything apart on the sides, getting the wood out. And I sanded all this, you know, and treated it with the, you know, the rust reformer, and you know, it's going to be as good as it's going to get, and it's going to have to be good enough. But my dad loves it. He thinks it's insane. He goes, I'm telling you, you could haul a friggin' Volkswagen on this thing. Because this thing has got some. Yeah, after I put the rust reformer on, you can see it was pretty much all black, you know. And then I did the yeah, right there. Yeah, the primer. It kind of looks like this. And you can tell. You hit it here. Whack this thing out right there. Whack. Pull. We'll get it. We'll get it as good as it's going to get. And here it is as of today. Kind of doesn't look any different because it's been so crappy out. Yeah. Right there. And we're getting there. Little by little. It looks like a moneymaker hauling leaves and grass. Yeah, you know, it felt like one of those old, you know, landscaping trailers, you know, where I think the front here, it's like you almost want to see the guy like putting a rake in here. Right? This is a steel tube, but what this is really for is for mounting the spare. Right? Yeah, a bolt comes out of here. They had a different one, and then the guy had a different one, but they make a latch you can get now that will latch onto any square tubing. It's made out of, like, you know, chromed steel or whatever. You put that on here, and I can put a spare on it. But I got to get a rim to match it, and it's a 5-lug, 13-inch. So you got to look around. You know who sells them and has a ton of them is Amazon, but you got to really know what you want. You have to have that bolt pattern down to an absolute science, and then you can get one. But that might be easier just to go to a tire place and just see if they got one in stock. Or a junkyard, you know, but I don't even know if they have junkyard. Are there junkyards anymore? They seem to all be gone. Speaker says a toolbox belongs here. Oh my God, spares on the side. Oh, interesting. Bubba Blue says he lives in the country. Those are all over the place. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we don't really see them looking like that. We have the flatter ones around here, not the one with the tall sides like that. Most of the landscapers around here use the mini dump trucks, it seems. Yeah, neck is full on rosewood. You have to haul some wood out of your yard. My wife is already talking about, like, driving it up to her dad's, which is like, you know, 25, 30 miles away up the highway. I'm like, really? You want me to take it up the highway? Kind of wasn't I don't want to do it till, at the very least, I pack the bearings. You know? It's like, I don't want to take that on the highway without packing the bearings first. It's like, the one thing I know about the guy who had it before me, he did nothing. Okay? Less than nothing. If that's even possible. So I know that the bearings, he doesn't even know, that dude probably didn't even know the concept of what a bearing is. You know, trailers roll, what? You hook it up and you drive it. That dude doesn't even register. Dude before him probably did, because it looks like there had been some work to it. But that dude, no. Never going to happen. How do you drink cold coffee? I'm not a big fan. These are piping hot. It's a double wall, and it's sitting in a coffee cozy. It's good for about 2 hours. Junkyards and dumps aplenty. That's a Chevette rim, 13-inch 5-bolt pattern. Almost 99%. Yeah, it could be. Although, it's got the Ford hubcaps on it. So that's why I thought it was Ford, right? It's got Ford friggin' hubcaps on it, but maybe those hubcaps fit a variety of wheels. I don't know. Make sure it's level, yeah. Yeah, exactly. How about we go around the block first, okay? Before we start going down the... She's like, I just want to take my grandmother's dresser out of my dad's place. I'm like, what? How about you throw it on the curb and we have the trash pick it up? bearing racers can have pinning. Well, I can probably just go get new racers, right? New bearings, right? The racers and the bearings, the whole thing pops out, right? The racer on one side and then the bearing on the other. I mean, I'm sure there's one part of it that is stuck inside, but look, it's going to be a lot better than it was. I can't worry about the 90. I can do 99.9. That last 0.1%, I can't worry about. Oh, thank you, Artie's Place. Steve, I have a small stick 110 welder free. Oh yeah, where are you? Where you at? You in Eastern Massachusetts? Do you need to register him to get plates and safety checks on trails? No safety checks, and I already have the plate for it. I already got the. Throw a trap over it. Call it a camper tarp. Do I have a press? I don't think I do. Well, you need a press to press it out from one side. Can't we just tie it around a tree and pull it with a friggin' winch? We got this, bro. The racers are pressed, yeah. Yeah. You got to press it out, yeah. And the thing is like, I could probably just take it, right, to a local shop, someone who could press it out for me, pull them out. Right, because it's not on the axle itself, right? It's on the, the part that holds the wheel, the 5-stutter. You can get around it. Yeah, you think I can punch it out with like a piece of pipe and a 4-pound sledge with punches and hammers and sockets? Oh my! Punches and hammers and socket. Oh my! Punches and hammers and sockets. Oh my! A brass punch, a hub, a drum. God, so many. Can knock it out yourself, yeah. I probably can. You know, with I have a lot of crap. I have a garage full of crap. Something in there must be able to knock that thing out. Leave it bolted onto the tire so you can keep it up in the air. You do not need a press for those type bearings. Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought you could hammer them out, right? Tap them out. I've got plenty of punches and everything. And plenty of pipe, too. God, I've got the galvanized pipe for fence posting, you know, for the friggin' chain link fence. Papa Blue said he's done a bunch. You can knock it out yourself, yeah. You can do it easy breezy, yeah. Hammer and a chisel will work. I got all that. I got plenty of that. Sorry for getting away from guitar. No. Listen, this is the talk we need right now. I do not have any Hamer guitars, though I played a Hamer V back in '81. When I went to go look at that Fender the Strat, which I wound up buying. The other two guitars I looked at were a Hamer V, which I remember really liking, and a Gibson Victory, which I distinctly remember saying, you know, I think of all the guitars I'm playing, this is like the best playing one, but I had my heart. You don't walk in there, heart set on a Strat, and walk out with something you didn't even know existed. I didn't even know a Gibson Victory was a thing until I walked in there. And they were like, oh, you should try this out, you should try that out. And they basically found a bunch of guitars that are right around the same money, which is like, I want to say $550 or $599, something like that, like $600, maybe $649. Just get your AC buddy with the sledgehammer. Oh my God. Well, tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Tap, tap-a, tappa. I'll just play it out exactly. I'll be like, how's it looking, man? You're knocking it out with a hammer, make sure it's MIJ. Have you tried any of Solar's guitars? Ola's Solar. Ola Sola. I have at NAMM. Very briefly. They're great guitars. They have really nice shred necks on them. That my kind of neck. Even though he's a big dude with big hands, I appreciate that he didn't go with big fat giant necks on them. I swear to God, Sassy Cat, that's what it was. It was a Gibson Victory MVX. It was like red, and I want to say it had, I think it was red with zebra pickups. Does that sound right? Cream and black zebras and a black pickguard. Does that sound right? It's hammer time. What was it? Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. What is the real reason EVH had a quarter screwed in its Frankenstein guitar? Seems to be many theories. I think it was to prevent it from popping back up if he broke a string. It acted like a little ledge. It was basically a backstop. That's what I believe it was. Picked up a nice Fernandez Korean Strat. There you go. Got a Korean hammer. Nice guitar, yeah. What guitars have the thinnest necks that you'd recommend? Well, the thinnest necks are definitely going to be like, certainly a lot of the Ibanez, anything with the wizard necks, those are really thin. Other real thin neck is the Sun Valley Super Shred series by Schecter. The Schecter Sun Super Shred. Super Shredder Schecter Shred. Those are really thin necks too. Really, really small. I would say that the EVH standard I have, that's a pretty small neck too. That's you know, relatively speaking, I think to other brands, pretty small, pretty comfy. And some of the Charvels. Again, any of these shred ones, any of these Super Strat ones, the Charvels, those are all going to be pretty comfy. They're not, I think the winner, the crown winner, is always going to be the OG Wizard neck from Ibanez. You know, if you can find an old Ibanez from 88 through like 91, 92. But even if you get that Genesis It's not quite the same because they're too chicken shit to do that again. But it's still pretty thin. It's close. Probably 0.5 millimeter off. But yeah, the Sun Valley Super Shredder. Really good. Really good. Out of all the guitars you own, which one's your favorite? I don't really have a favorite. You go through moods where you're just like, meh, meh, feh. How did I ever buy you? Feh. And then a month later, you're like, you know, really love this guitar. You know how that goes. So I was, feel like I'm out. He's out. Damn it. A little Sharpay. A little Flatte. And when you're a little Sharpay and a little Flatte, you really notice it. Nice. So I was thinking the other day, which is what I do sometimes, about songwriting. And, you know, because Henning has a new course out about songwriting. And if through no small fact that Three Amigos is on rotation and on HBO, I was thinking about Blue Shadows on the Trail, which is this wonderful sort of a cowboy song that they do out in the desert, and they're sort of sitting there and they go through. Now, the song has I think is credited to 3 writers, Steve Martin and Lauren Michaels, who might have been an executive producer on the film. But I feel like they were only the lyric writers. Maybe Steve Martin was the music writer. But the third name on it is Randy Newman. And this has Randy Newman written all friggin' over it. Just the way it, you know, it goes through. So, if you're not familiar with it, basically, Three Amigos is we're kind of still out on whether it's a good movie, right? I would say whether Three Amigos is a good movie is what we would call inconclusive. But that song is friggin' money. It's gold. And so it starts out, it's basically a ripoff of, Happy Trails, right? And so it's F, that's E, right? 5, 6, 5, 1, then F, then F sharp. Little turnaround. Wonderful. I mean, I love it. Yeah, Three Amigos was a send-up of the Magnificent Seven. Well, they had me at Singing Bush. And then the chords are E, and then it's really a B. It really goes to the 5 chord. But because it's Randy Newman, and this is where a piano player really comes in, it's an F sharp in the bass. Which is kind of almost as like this F sharp minor, but it's really not. He's really going to the friggin' 5 chord. But he doesn't go there completely until the next chord. Right? So he goes like E. So it starts out, Arizona, was it Arizona, to the 5 chord, keep, was it Arizona Moon? Arizona Moon, keep shining, to the dominant 7, right? So your E, to really, it's B7, but over F sharp, and then back to E. So he's kind of going to the 5, but not really. And then he hits a dominant, turns that E to E7, and that's telling the listener we're about to go to the 4 chord. And that's exactly what he does, right? Beautiful chord. Right, so the whole thing is Arizona moon, keep shining, right, underneath the stars so bright. Back to that A, that B flat diminished. But now, instead of going to E and dominant again, instead of pulling that cycle off, he goes A to B flat diminished. He goes to this wonderful B minor over G sharp. And the money note is this D on the top. And he resolves that to a C7, which isn't a very resolute chord, but it's a lot less tension than that prior chord, right? Again, Randy Newman, the master of tension. B minor over G7, over G sharp, to a C dominant 7, and then that dominant 7 wants to go to its 1, but instead he plays the 1 like a dominant 7, to the real dominant 7. Fucking genius. God. It's so good. It's so friggin' good. I mean, just that tension and release, right? Right, Arizona moon, keep shining, underneath the stars so bright. That big yellow moon will light the way back to the one you love. And then, although I don't think he hits that until later, probably, right? Don't get too out there yet. It's too early in the song. And then he goes to, probably easy to finger pick it, to E, to B, diminished, to that B 7 over F sharp and the bass, and then just F sharp. Again, you're dealing with a piano player, right? Blue shadows on the trail, right? With a cowboy, closure. There's that turnaround again, that B minor over G sharp. Right? Go to the A chord, go to the 4 chord. All the little doggies. To E major to E dominant. In the ground. All of your work is done. Don't lose your eyes. Right? G sharp minor. Little girl. Again, not quite as much tension as that first turnaround, as the he softens it up a little bit, right? So friggin' good. Again, E to F sharp diminished. I mean, F diminished to F sharp. B7 over F sharp to B7. Right. I friggin' love it. Especially when Martin Short takes over and kind of pisses off Steve Martin, you know, with his beautiful singing voice. Yeah. On the trail, soft wind blowing through the maze above. All the other little cowboy. So is it? Yeah. So all the other little cowboys. Again, little double turnaround. So I friggin' love that song. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I even have. I should have been looking at this. Yeah, so what is it? It's E, F sharp diminished 7, E, F sharp diminished 7, B7 over F sharp, B7, E, F diminished over F diminished 7. Right. Oh, feel the little cowboys back in the bunkhouse now. Yeah, then he goes. Boy, he loves that turnaround. Yeah, yeah. So F sharp minor 7, B7. That B minor over G sharp to C sharp 7. Now we're going to go to an F sharp 7. There's the real 5. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. God, I'm such a fan. You know, and the thing is this, you know, this that's the 6 of E. Feels like it's an E, so he's going to the 6, right? This is really the 6, and then I guess the 6 in dominant 7 form. But really, he's making that the 5 of this, which is really the 5 of this, which really is the 5 of this. Yeah. Right, now we're playing, right. Look at the bright side. Right. Oh, bright side of life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. sympathy. Kind of is kind of like always like on the bright side of life. Well, it's that chord there. That's the money chord. Just like. Movie old cartoon about a little boy dreaming about being a cowboy. Cowboy needs a horse and needs a horse. I don't remember that. Yeah, no one knows when you're down now. Yeah, kind of sounds like that. Who's the first one? Chevy Chase, right? Much deeper. Eyes on the moon keep shining from the desert sky above. You know pretty soon that big yellow moon will light the way back through the blue shadows on a trail. Little cowboy, close your eyes. It's so important for this to go to, right? All of the doggies are in the corral. All your work is done. Just close your eyes and dream. Little pearl dream. That's where he hits that. Throw in that little tension there. And then the last one is shadows on the trail. Soft wind blowing. Yeah, then it goes to the trees above. A. Of the little cowboys. Yeah, here we go. Here's the big turnaround. Back in the bunkhouse, now so close your eyes and dream. Yeah, Adam Sandler's Telluride. I took it for you, I took it for me. It's also an E. I can't believe the man straight down strawberry. I've stand on the grave. I don't know a lot of Randy Newman tunes. I just said. That one came up recently, and I swear to God, it was on the other day, Three Amigos. And I was like, damn. Yeah, happiness is a warm gun, yeah. What is it? Is it for your tickling eyes? Welcome back. Mr. Carter. I think he passed away, right? Was that Gabe Kaplan? I feel like Gabe Kaplan passed away, but I could be wrong. Gabe Kaplan, American actor. Nope, still alive. Who was it? Horshack. Horshack passed away from a heart attack. Right? That Ron Perillo? Palillo. Yeah. Passed away from a heart attack. Oh, right, and the guy who played Juan Epstein, the Puerto Rican Jew. Juan Epstein. Puerto Rican Jew. Yeah, Travolta might be the only one still alive, yeah. Exactly, one more season. Carter and Travolta together again. Gabe Kaplan. My God. Four Courts of Blue Shadows is they probably think that's B minor. It's really not B minor, it's B dominant 7. It's also in E flat. They tune down because they have, I think, some horns and strings in it. And the second you bring a big band in, everyone goes to B flat or E flat. So it's an E flat. Shadows your eyes in green. Mr. Carter. A B minor, 7, flat 5. Yeah. It's funny they had Henry Winkler on because he's doing promo for, he was on some news magazine. He's doing promo for Barry, right? It's the last season of Barry. And of course, everybody brings up Pinky Tuscadero, right? And he always has the same thing. He always says, Leather Tuscadero, Susie Quattro, is an amazing musician and actress, and it was a pleasure working with her. He always gets that out of the way first. Don't confuse Pinky Tuscadero with Leather Tuscadero. Leather Tuscadero is played by Susie Quattro, and she's like amazing and has nothing to do with this. Pinky was crazy. He's like, Pinky, she would do the thing, right? She'd do the gun, right, to the slap the thigh, right? He said that, like, she was doing, like, the thumbs up, and he went to them and said, there's already a character kind of doing the thumbs up. And they were like, oh, right. He said he felt like she was just moving in to, like, take over his character. It should be, like, a softer version of the Fonz, right? And he was not having it. Too funny. Gotta protect your art, man. Though who knows the next time the show was almost canceled tonight because of the writer's strike. There was only one Fonz. He said that he's always asked, so when did you know it was out of control? He goes, I knew it was out of control when I was in like some like shopping mall and I saw my face on like little girls' underwear. And I was like, no, we're not doing this. See, are you telling us you're ad-libbing? Yeah, this whole show tonight has just been off the cuff, unlike all my previously scripted works. Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton, a great night shift. Oh, yeah. Well, the funny thing is that when you first see him, it's hard to accept Henry Winkler is this, like, nebbish, like, nerd. But that is really what he's like, right? The Fonz was the stretch character, not the character he plays in Night Shift. The funniest part of the whole thing is when Michael Keaton breaks down the word prostitution, you know? And he goes, we have, like, pros, which that doesn't mean anything. It crosses out. And we have shun as to shun. That doesn't mean anything either. And then we've got tit. He, like, circles it. Genius. Winkler was imitating Stone. And what happened was like it was Arnold, and then right, who was Asian. Then all of a sudden Arnold was gone, and it was Al. And then of course Weezer does the throwback video of the time the Fonz did the dance off, right? With he breaks out the Russian lap dance, whatever that is. Yeah, Pat Morita was Arnold, right, and he was another comedian. I forget the comedian who played Al. Yeah. Fonz was based on Marlon Brando, yeah. Step into my office, right? His office was the men's room, right? Elmo and I from The Odd Couple, right. What happened to his older brother Chuck? He quietly went off to Vietnam and was never heard from again. They don't like to bring it up. Though at the time of that show, it might have been Korea. Yeah, Aldo Vecchio. Did I ever tell you about Rosa Coletti? God, all these names. And they were in Happy Days is Midwest, right? It's Milwaukee, right? Yeah, Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy, right, were spinoffs. And Joni Loves Chachi. Any other spinoffs? Yeah, the Big Ragu. He passed away too, right? I think. And we lost Squiggy. But Michael McKean, who they say is coming back. They're going to do a follow-up to Spinal Tap. That got greenlit. So, but that might have got greenlit before the pandemic. I don't know what's going on with that. But there is talk that there'll be a Spinal Tap 2, and it brings back all the original members, including Marty DiBergi as the director. Used to love watching The Odd Couple of Monsters. I was so happy that Fred Gwynne got such a great role. Probably one of his greatest roles, if not his best role ever, as the judge and My Cousin Vinny. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Yeah, leather Tuscadero was played by Susie Quattro. She was the normal Tuscadero. It was Pinky. It was a little wonky. It was wonky Tuscadero. Skanky Tuscadero. 70s was Kung Fu. Yeah, Sensei. The Hulk and Charlie's Angels. Yeah, Space 1999. Soap. God. Mannix. Cannon. Barnaby Jones. Epilogue. Barnaby Jones. Kojak. Yeah. Who loves you, baby? I remember seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was on Streets of San Francisco. Ironsides. That was the other one. Ironsides. And Beretta. Columbo. God. So many cop murder. So many mysteries. $6 Million Man, of course. And, but I feel like $6 Million Man didn't launch until 76. Was it 74? I feel like $6 Million Man didn't launch until 76, but maybe I'm way off. Maybe it came out in like 74 or 75. But I didn't think it came out until like 76 for some reason. Yeah, Starsky and Hutch was the other big one too. I feel like that was 73, 74. Land of the Lost, but that was a kid show in the morning. We're talking prime time, bro. Prime time. Get your scheduling down here, bro. Primetime shows. Rockford Files. Loved Rockford Files. I loved the Rockford Files, yeah. Rockford Files and Beretta. Yeah, but Quincy came later. At the time I was watching, I want to say it was more The Odd Couple. He hadn't moved on to Quincy yet. Quincy strikes me as more like 80s, right? Like 80 through like 88. Of course, Wonder Woman. Put that lasso around me, I'd be going, nice tits. She's like, yeah, I suppose it does make us say the truth. The lasso of truth. You don't want to hear the truth. MASH, yeah. Manimal. On an all-new episode of Manimal. Yeah. Salem's Lot. Oh, Linda Carter was awesome. So friggin' love that show. I remember Night Stalker. That was a little, I think that was on late for me. And I remember Night Stalker. It was scary, as a little kid. I didn't watch much of Adam 12 or Dragnet. All in the Family, that was huge. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, Night Gallery. That was the other big one. Night Gallery. Scary. Kojak. Emergency. Don't forget SWAT. Mod Squad. God, I totally remember Mod Squad. Yeah, Heart to Heart. dad ever think he was going to get called for dialing for dollars? No. My dad wasn't into that. Wasn't a big TV watcher. SWAT had the most theme songs. Three's Company, that sort of came later. I feel like that's late 70s. And the crazy thing is that it was, you you feel like Suzanne Summers was on there, but she was only on for one season. It was quickly gone. Did I tell you I was at, we went to go see Wicked. You know, the play? Probably about 10 years ago. I think it was 2012. We went to go see it. Went to go see Wicked. And wonderful play. But at the end of the play, the wizard sort of finally makes an appearance. I'm looking at him going, I know this guy from somewhere. It was Larry. Remember on Three's Company, their neighbor Larry? That was the wizard on the friggin' Wizard. Oh my God, it's Larry. Oh yeah, God, Fantasy Island. I love Fantasy Island. Although I'm sure if I looked back at it now, it's probably pretty cringe. I remember the ads for Star Wars. I remember seeing the commercials all of a sudden show up. They show Star Wars and coming to a theater near you. And it was a weird ad, just sort of like didn't really tell you anything. I totally remember that ad though. I remember we had a crazy storm, and luckily we didn't lose power. We had lost power in a storm a few weeks earlier. And then we had the blizzard of 78, and we didn't lose power, which we were so lucky we didn't lose power. And I remember watching Fantasy Island. Stuck in. Don't you remember what was that Saturday morning show in the 70s? The brothers there, the Hudson brothers. Oh my God. So bad. What was 77? Not the blizzard of 78, hence the name Blizzard of 78. It was February 2nd, February 4th, February 2nd, I thought, of 1978. Star Wars was 77. Star Wars was 77. It was. But I totally remember seeing that ad, like in the downstairs den, like the ad for that coming on. I remember going to see it with my mother. We pulled into the Showcase Cinema at the South Shore Plaza, and the line to see Star Wars. There were no pre-sales back in that day. If you wanted to see, you just had to stand in line. And the line was like around the building, and she was like, I don't know. We started walking down, and we heard, hey! And way, way up on the line was my Aunt Shirley. And she, we just snuck right in where she was. Hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on, I'll get a. God, so many people. So many people. Let's see if I can find a picker. No, that's Bonnie. My other aunt. God, so many photos. Who'd have thought I knew so many people? There it is. My mother's on the left. Shirley's on the right. Those are the three sisters. That's my mother on the left. That's Bonnie, the youngest, in the middle. And that's Shirley on the right. Cheryl the Pearl. You never met a more Boston person than Shirley. All right. Okay. There's my mother. There's my mother and Shirley. That's about right. Oh, yeah. Another one. Cracking each other up. Hey, you hot shit. Oh, too funny. Anyway. Do I have the pick? I don't. I wonder if I do. What would that date be? Okay, it'll be August 19th. All right, hold on. I have one other photo that's kind of funny. Yeah, I think. Maybe not. I see that was hold on. 2012. All right, hold on. We'll find it. May, June, July, August. Yeah. That's August. Right. Okay, here we go. No. Although, God, I forgot about that pic. Look at this. I know you can't see it because it's so small, but that was an Ibanez Destroyer I was trying to buy. And they'd sold it. I couldn't get it. I was like, damn it! I want that Destroyer. He's like, gone, dude. Long gone. I think it was like $3.99. I'm like, but I want it so bad. He's like, yeah, you and everybody else. Sold like instantly. I think it was $3.99. Long gone. That was like an 80 or an 81 Destroyer. Let me see here. Well, God, so many photos. But not the one I need. If we get out of August. Yeah, we already did and it's not there. Huh. I'm surprised it's not in here. Oh well. September. Or 2012. Yeah, that's right. The timing is right. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, yeah. There it is. Now, some of you might not find this photo funny, but I assure you in the 70s, and this might have been the 60s actually, this is hilarious. I think this is at their wedding anniversary or something. And Charlie's got they do the hug and Charlie pulls a knife out. It was hilarious at the time, I assure you. Everyone thought that photo was the funniest. Yeah. Do. Oh, thanks, Mike Jack. Let me guess, she got the last. Well, she outlived him, but not by much. He went to like 91. He died in like 2012. And she, I want to say, passed away and could have been 2020. I feel like it might have been because of the pandemic. They didn't really do a service, right? No one was really doing services. So I think they did something quiet with like the immediate family, and that was about it. I think she passed in 2020. They're both gone. Yeah, them were the days. Thanks, Sassy Cat. 91's a good run. Who's that? That's Henri. You gotta look for boots or socks. Not socks. All right, dudes. Well, it's after 9. Really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight, having fun, reminiscing, if you will. And we will do it all again a week from now. Do I have any videos coming out to this week? Maybe. I don't know. Nothing really planned. We'll see. And, we'll do it all again a week from now. And until then, no, you rock. Oh, my members, I'm going to try and come up with a couple more. They told me I can do like 1 or 2 more emojis. So I'll try and stuff a couple more emojis in this week. And I can add more. They also allow me to do more of the finger things based on how long you've been a member. So some of yours might change because you've been a member long enough, right? That it'll show up. So anyway, look for those changes on my member stuff. And there you go. I'll see you dudes in a week. Thanks for hanging out. Super extra special thanks to anyone who contributed. I always appreciate that. And of course, Brofist to my mod squad. Hashtag Brofist. Hashtag mod squad. We will do it all again in a week. And there you go. No, you rock. And I'll see you then. And we'll do it all again. One more time. One more time. All right. Have a great week. And there you go. Maybe I'll have some more. It's going to be relatively nice weather this week, so maybe some work will get done on the trailer this week. We'll never know until next Saturday. So tune in to find out how lazy or not lazy I was this week. There you go. All right. No, you rock. All right, dudes. Have a good one. Later.